Hi everyone, my name is Mary Beth. Welcome to my channel. Today I thought we would try something different and ask about how to clear money blocks for me and my twin flame, since this also seems to be a reason why on the divine masculine side there seems to be kind of a lull with reaching out due to their own, reasons of financial. And so I was going to ask about the money blocks. So, how do we clear these money blocks for the divine masculine and the divine feminine? We're going to use the World Spirit Tarot deck for the divine masculine, and we're going to use the Osho Zen Tarot for the divine feminine. And feel free to switch as we are all the divine masculine and the divine feminine, or just pick which side relates most to your situation, or you can take, advice for both. Also, I do want to say that if you're interested in a reading, especially if you're a repeat customer, do me a favor, just email me and do not go through Etsy shop because they charge me a lot of fees. So especially if you're a repeat customer, just go ahead and email me, okay? Because it saves me a few fees there. If you feel comfortable. But the Etsy shop is there for people who don't feel comfortable emailing me, and that is another way to ask about my readings is through the Etsy shop. You could check that out. All right. Some of you are getting some really cold weather here in America. I'm noticing where my sister lives in Tennessee. It's 9 degrees. Going down to 2 degrees tonight. So God bless you all who are in those freezing cold climates. God bless you. I'm here in Phoenix, Arizona, and it's not that cold here. So yes, 50s, 60s over here. All right. And feel free to comment and tell me where you're from, or what the heck your weather pattern, what weather pattern do you have now for February? Okay, so what are the money blocks? What are the money blocks? So let's look at the divine masculine first. Let's pull 2 cards for the divine masculine. What are some money blocks? What's going on? Like, we can ask what are the money blocks and how to clear the money blocks for the divine masculine, and then we'll also ask for the divine feminine. Because wouldn't we all want to have more money? Wouldn't we all want to have that? All right, so 2 cards for the divine masculine, please. 2 cards. 2 cards for the divine masculine. Oh, that's interesting. All right, well, we have the Justice card. It's almost like a karmic card. It's almost like there's got to be some kind of balance I don't know. So something has to be balanced out first before the money can come in. And then this is upright. So we have the Seeker of Swords. So it is about going after something that you feel. It's almost like this card is more about like what you really believe in. Like what is it that you really stand for? This is not really, this is no more about, I just need a job that's going to pay the bills, and I'm just going to, do whatever, and whoever wants to hire me. No, this is about fulfilling a contract. It's almost like you have so it's like the money will come in when you fulfill your contract on the divine masculine side, which is what I am on the divine masculine. So on the divine masculine side, you have this contract that you need to fulfill, but it needs to be something you believe in. It can't be fluff. It can't be something that it's, oh, I just need to make money. So now's the time to fulfill that contract that you made. Okay, that's very interesting for the divine masculine. Let's look at the divine feminine about like what is this money block? Yeah, so if you're in a job right now that's not very fulfilling, or if you don't really believe in it, that might be the block right there, and maybe you could start figuring out what is it that I believe in? What is it that I feel strongly about, where I feel like I really want to help people in this area, or I want to learn more in this area, whatever that might be, whatever you get excited about, whatever that might be. Okay, so for the divine feminine, let's get 2 cards. What is the money block for the divine feminine? What is the money block? What is the money block? 2 cards for the divine feminine. What is the money block for the divine feminine? 2 cards. So weird. I've had these cards for a very long time, but they're still bent the wrong way. We'll do it one more time. 2 cards. 2 cards for the divine feminine. I suppose it was fine. 2 cards for the divine feminine. I suppose they were okay. I suppose it was shuffled enough. Alrighty, yes, okay, yes, that's very interesting. So for the divine feminine, you have the source reversed, and you have participation reversed. So that's interesting. So again, it's kind of similar, right? So the source is always, to me, about the, we are all one. So it's almost like, how can you participate in this we are all one? Like how, like what is your piece of the puzzle? Like what is it that you can do for the collective? Okay. So yeah, so participation is reversal. I want to get a clarifier on that. So let me get a clarifier on that, because what I'm getting with this is that, hold on, let me get a clarifier on this. Why is this here? Why is participation reversed with the source reversed? Why? Why is this here? 1 card for the divine feminine. Why is this here? And we have rebirth reversed. Yeah. So it's almost like these are blocks, right? So what's blocking you from going through this rebirth, right? What's going through this, what the money block has to do with what you're doing does not involve what you signed up to do. So for instance, it's kind of like your like when you were okay, so when you were born, the way I'm trying to explain this is that, so when you were born with a specific set of gifts, okay, kind of like God-given gifts, okay, and it's almost like that's imbalanced right now. So there might have been some programming when you were a child. I'm trying to look at this card and see what else they're trying to tell me here. So it's almost like your ego is kind of like, okay, so it's like transcending the ego in the way because of the lion and gaining more strength. And so I feel like it has something to do with some kind of programming as a child, that there were some specific gifts that you had, and when you were born, that you were supposed to share with the world, and now it's time to share them, like participate with the source energy. But let me get another, let me get another one. Let me get another clarifier on this. What is the money block here? What is the money block? Why is this here? Why is this here? Silence, yeah. So they're saying that it's in the silence that you'll figure it out. So it's not what you're thinking about. So I like to call it the thinker versus the thinky. So if you're thinking about it, this is usually like your programming, your inner child programming, your even like your wounds, could be ancestral, what they impounded inside of you as to, hey, you need to work hard, you need to do this, you need to do that to make money. And but the thinky is like in the silence where things will hit your brain, and then you're like, what? Wait, trying to tell me? It's like, what? Like, and then sometimes you'll get excited about it, but then like your programming will kind of like, it'll eat it up and say, no, that's dumb, or that will never work, or like you can you can rationalize and over intellectualize and talk yourself out of anything. So in the silence, that is where you'll learn more about what it is that you could do. So what I'm getting on both sides is that the money block is that we need to be doing something that we believe in, like what was our contract, like what were we contracted to do? Okay, what were we born to do? But I'm also interested in learning a couple of more blocks. So let's just grab this deck. I am curious. So for the Divine Masculine, could you give me just a couple of more, like what are the blocks, or what do we need to do for the divine masculine to make this happen so that our ships come in money-wise? We want our ships to come in full of money. So what does that look like for us? Especially, people who've lost their jobs, people who are not even working at this time. So let's put 2 cards for the divine masculine. What are some more blocks, or what can we do to clear the blocks for the divine masculine? 2 cards. Okay, that's very interesting. All right, yeah, so we have the rescuer. So it says provide strength and support to others in crisis, acts out of love with no expectations and rewards. All right, so there's a huge one right there. So acts out of love. So if you're just that type of person that wants to help people, and you support others, especially in crisis, this will help release money blocks. And I know it's hard to do, right? It's hard to put yourself out there and support people in crisis. That's a very tough thing to do. And but for some of you, that might be very, very rewarding, and you act out of love with no expectation or reward. So, and it's almost like the divine kind of like pays you back for that. So this one says innocence, purity, redemption suggests a special connection with the divine. So having a special connection with the divine also will help clear the money blocks for the divine masculine. Being childlike. I like how there's also child here, because that also goes back to your own creativity. What is your gift? What gifts were you given as a child? Oops, wrong deck. I want to do another one for the divine feminine. All right, so for the divine feminine, what are some blocks, or what are some or how to clear the blocks for money for the divine feminine? What can the divine feminine do to clear the block? 2 cards. 2 cards, please. Okay. That's very interesting. So one of them is companion. So loyalty, tenacity, unselfishness. So that's interesting. So in times like this, it's kind of hard, right? We're all kind of separated in a way. I mean, we don't even see people at work anymore. But it's about like being unselfish for the divine feminine. It's like, I don't know, being giving, being a companion to others, being loyal, that type of thing. And it's so weird because it's doubled with the knight, which is also about loyalty, being honorable and chivalry. Yeah, it also says love, um, but I don't know if it really has anything to do with that. Again, it's just doubled up on the whole loyalty, chivalry, um, helping others. It's like that type of thing. But let me get another one, the divine feminine. What is another money block, or how to clear the money block? So it's almost like in the age of Aquarius. It's almost like it's more about that. It's more about helping others, and really not doing it for the money, but doing it for the love of just being a helpful person, or like out of compassion, or and then it's like the divine pays you back for that, is what I'm getting from this reading. But let me get another card for the divine feminine. Why is this here? Why is knight and companion here for the divine feminine? 1 card. What is this about? Yeah, shapeshifter. Skill at navigating through different levels of consciousness. Ability to see the potential in everything. Well, that's interesting. So that's actually another layer. So seeing the potential in anything. So it's almost like what I'm getting from this card. And I always say to everyone, hey, this is just my perspective on the cards. If you have a different perspective, always take your own. Always take what your own intuition tells you. But what I'm getting with this is with the divine feminine, is that you may not see the potential in making money in things that you love to do. And instead of looking at the usual, like, oh, what studies does or degrees do colleges give out, without thinking, but I'm sure if I did what I love, there's a way I could make money. So it's like being a shapeshifter and seeing the potential in different things that you never would have dreamed of. Okay, so it's kind of thinking out of the box. Like, you never know what people would pay for. I mean, look what's out there now. Like things that people could do for themselves, they pay for it. You know, like for instance, like how is it, to put a box of quinoa? Like I like to eat quinoa, so I'll make myself a box of quinoa. But someone decided, hey, I'm gonna make it pre-made and I'm gonna charge double, and I actually buy that because I don't feel like making it. I just buy it already made. So like you never know what people will pay for, like you just don't, like you think, oh, why would anyone want to buy that? I mean, they can already do that cheaper. You go to green juice and they do like 3 ingredients, something you can make at home, and they charge double, and people buy that. So you just never know. Okay, let's pull one more card for each. Let's pull another card for the divine masculine. What could be a money block for the divine masculine? What's also a money block, or how to clear the block for the divine masculine? Okay, there you go. Oneness, yeah. So yeah, it kind of goes hand in hand. So the being in unity, that's all about when you have this mindset of oneness, it's like there is no lack, right? How can there be any lack of resources if everything is me, right? If if I believe in oneness, or if you believe in oneness, then you believe that, yeah, I am one with everyone. That means that person who's very successful is me, right? Or that person over there has all these resources, and there's so many resources to go around, and I'm so glad that that part of me has all these resources and all this money. And it's me, that part of me, that is also enjoying that. It's like, and when you have this mindset, it's like your subconscious mind has no choice but to reflect that back. I know that's kind of an out of the box thinking, but that's what I'm getting out of that card. Okay, so let's look at the divine feminine. Can I have one more, like, what can clear the money block, or the divine feminine? Yeah, it's like that expanded mindset of, I am everything. I am the resources. I am the money. I have the money. It's like, and you have this. It's almost like the law of attraction. It's like when you already have something, and then like your subconscious mind thinks in emotions and pictures. It's not very logical. Your subconscious mind is just not logical. And so when you have this abundant feeling of, I have so much money, the subconscious mind ends up creating that because of your own emotions, and you could do it with anything. You could do that with lack too. Even if you're not lacking, even if you have a lot of money and you feel lack, you can turn the tables by letting your subconscious mind know that that you're lacking. So it could go either way. Okay, let's look at the divine feminine. Let's look at the divine feminine. One card. What is clearing the block? Like, how to clear the blocks for money for the divine feminine? Yeah, the king. Light attributes, so that's upright, enlightened, benevolent, leadership, benefiting those in your charge. Benefiting those in your charge. Yeah, so like if you're leading people, it's like you're helping to benefit those. You're a leader, you're enlightened. Um, it's like you're connected. So let's say you're a manager, or you're a boss, or like whatever let's say you lead a team, or you're part of a team, and you're just this benevolent, compassionate person who leads people with your heart and not like a fist, right? um, that will um, that will help clear some of your money blocks. You know, when you're enlightened and when you're enlightened and you're benefiting those uh, in whatever way that means to you, like you would have to translate that yourself, then that is going to help you because it's like helping yourself, right? Because it's all about the oneness. When you help others, you're actually helping yourself. So that goes back to the whole karma and justice card. It balances out the scales. Okay. So that's what I'm getting for clearing money blocks. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification button. Please email me if you're interested in a reading. And I keep warm, everyone. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye.